Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I will be explaining you about the law of equimarginal utility. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Law of equimarginal utility. It is also known as the law of maximum satisfaction. It is based on the principle of obtaining maximum satisfaction from a limited income. This law basically explains the behavior of a consumer when there are more than one commodity involved. Okay. Now let us let's take two commodities here, apples and oranges. Let's name them as A and O. Okay. So the law explains how will the consumer achieve maximum satisfaction by consuming both apples and oranges with a limited money income. This law shows that the consumer is in equilibrium position when he spends his income in such a way that marginal utility of money on each commodity is the same. This means that the consumer attains maximum satisfaction when the marginal utility of the money on each commodity is the same. Okay, so here it has been written symbolically that MUM is equal to MUX by PX, where MUM is marginal utility of money, MUX is marginal utility of commodity X, and PX is price of commodity X. Now this particular equation can be extended to n number of commodities. For example, let us now take two more commodities per se. Let's say now we have X, we already have X. Let's take commodity Y and commodity Z. So the resultant equation becomes okay. So this becomes the resultant equation. What this equation is trying to say is that the consumer needs to allocate his limited money income among all these commodities, that is X, Y, Z, in such a manner that marginal utility of money equalizes with marginal utility of each of this commodity. Now the assumptions of the law are as follow. The consumer should be rational. The consumer has a fixed income. The marginal utility of money is constant. Price of goods and services remain constant. Taste and preferences of the consumer remains constant, and utility is measured in cardinal terms. This is the tabular representation of law of equimarginal utility. In order to explain the table, we have taken an example. In this example, we have taken two goods, good X and good Y. The first column of the table shows us the units of good X and good Y consumed. The next column shows us the marginal utility of good X and good Y. Here it is showing the marginal utility of good X and marginal utility of good Y. In this column, we see the marginal utility of the money expenditure, that is MUX by PX and MUY by PY. Now we have taken that the price of 1 unit of good X is rupees 2, whereas the price of 1 unit of good Y is rupees 3. The money income with the consumer is rupees 24. Now in order to maximize the utility, the consumer will not equalize the marginal utilities of the commodities. Why? It is because the price of both the commodities are different. Therefore, the consumer will equalize the marginal utility of the last rupee spent on these two goods, that is good X and good Y. That means the consumer will equalize the marginal utility of money expenditure, that is MUX by PX and MUY by PY. Therefore, in order for the consumer to maximize their utility, they have to equalize MUX by PX and MUY by PY. Now here we see that at various points the marginal utility of money expenditure of good X and good Y are equal. For instance, if the consumer consumes 1 unit of good Y and 3 units of good X, in the similar way, if the consumer consumes 2 units of good Y and 4 units of good X, and in the similar manner there are the other combinations as well. Now among all these combinations where the marginal utility of money expenditure of good X and good Y are equal, which combination is the most optimum for the consumer where he or she maximizes their satisfaction? That is known through the money income that the consumer possesses. That is, the consumer will go on purchasing till marginal utility of money expenditure on each good are equal to the marginal utility of money. That is, MUX by PX is equal to MUY by PY, which is equal to the marginal utility of money. In this particular example, such a combination is achieved when the consumer consumes 6 units of good X and 4 units of good Y. Let us mark it out. 6 units of good X and 4 units of good Y. Right. Here we have also written down the expenditure that is incurred if we take this particular combination. That is the total money spent when the consumer consumes 6 units of good X is 2 into 6 is equal to 12. And if the consumer consumes 4 units of good Y, then the money spent is rupees 12. When we add them up, we get rupees 24. That means total 24 rupees is spent on consuming good X and good Y. And this rupees 24 is exactly equal to the money income that the consumer has. Therefore, this combination, that is when the consumer consumes 6 units of good X and 4 units of good Y, the person's satisfaction is maximized. Okay, and no other combination of goods will maximize utility and give the consumer maximum satisfaction. If you want to check, you can actually check with other units as well. Suppose for example, if we take, let's say 5 units of good X, okay, like 5 units of good X and because 5 units of good X and 3 units of good Y. Okay, so their marginal utility of money expenditure is also being equalized. Let us see if we take the expenditure. In that case, how much money is being spent? Five units of good X, right? And 3 units of 5 units of good X and 3 units of good Y. That gives us so total 19 rupees is spent. Obviously, it is less than the money income that the consumer has. But again, this shows that the consumer has not attained maximum satisfaction. Therefore, this combination is the most optimum for the consumer where he or she maximizes their satisfaction. Now, this is the diagrammatic representation of the law. The y-axis denotes the marginal utility of last rupee spent on good X and good Y. The x-axis shows the units of money spent. As we move rightwards from O, the amount of money spent on X increases, and as we move leftward from O dash, the amount of money spent on Y increases. The consumer maximizes his total utility by spending OD amount on X and O dash D amount on Y. By purchasing this combination, the consumer equalizes the marginal utilities of rupees spent on X and Y at E. No other combination will maximize the consumer's satisfaction. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone. If you found the video helpful, please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share with your friends and comment down your queries. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever we upload a new video, you will receive a notification. Also, follow Economic Bytes on Instagram to know more such economic topics. Link will be provided in the description box below.